Hi, I am Naveed and today I am going to discuss an important area of English language as I have pledged in one of my previous lectures, discourse markers. Discourse markers, they are an important or hallmark of what informal English or spoken English you could say. So these discourse markers, and I am coming for the O-level students, and these discourse markers, they are to be used in formal letters, they are to be used in narrative essay, and they are to be used in their speech writing. And for the general students, discourse markers, they are very important if you want to keep yourself, if you want to adapt yourself at what, if you want to be adept at spoken English, then you must be well familiar, you must be acquainted with what these discourse markers. So discourse markers, what are those discourse markers? Discourse markers are actually what signal words. You signal through these words okay, what is to come next. As you signal in your essays, secondly, thirdly, firstly, okay, it means that when you have written secondly and you started your paragraph with secondly, it means it is a signal for the examiner. He or she needs to understand that the second argument or the second point the candidate is going to what pen down. So discourse markers, they are the signal words. What they signal actually, these are the signposts, and what they actually signal, they signal for the listener, they signal for the examiner that what is being written is what an informal English. So there are different kinds of discourse markers. I have picked one, well, and I am going to discuss the different uses of what well. Well is one of the important discourse markers. There are definitely there are other discourse markers like well, of course, by the way, obviously, okay, fine, all right. So these are the discourse markers, and I have taken one as an example to shed light on its uses so that the student could feel at home in order to while using those using those discourse marker. So the first use of well as a discourse marker is when you want to start a new conversation, when you want to start a new topic. Suppose you are writing down an informal letter to your cousin, for your uncle, for your aunt, and you want to switch your discussion towards some other topic. Then you could use at the start of your dialogues, at the start of your writing, you could use well. Today I would like to talk about what. In my case, I could have started my lecture with well. Today I am going to start. I would like to talk about what phrasal verbs. So well, these are called what discourse markers. Another use of discourse marker, well as a discourse marker, is to express surprise, anger, or disbelief. And the example sentence which I have taken to explain it, well, I would never have witnessed such a violent behavior. So this well is signaling to the reader that something which is surprising is going to come next. The next use of well is you use well when you are uncertain, when you are not sure about something. So you could start your sentence, well, I am not sure about this. Next sentence is well is used to signal that you are going to beg leave. When you want to leave, then you could use what well. Well, I had better be going now. So this one is had. So it's a kind of a contraction. My next lecture is about what the contractions. So well is used when you want to beg leave. Well, I had better be going now. The last use of what phrasal verb is when you want to correct your previous statement. You are not sure about something and you want to modify it. You want to hedge it. You want to change it into something lesser. Well, there were thousands of people there. Well, hundreds anyway. So first you said thousands of people were there, but later as an afterthought it comes to your mind that there were not thousands, at least there were hundreds. So you, in order to modify your previous statement, you could use well in order to modify what goes in front of that sentence. So there were thousands of people there, dash, well, comma, hundreds anyway. So anyway, this sentence carries two discourse marker. One is well, another is what, anyway. As I at the commencement of my lecture I have discussed that there is well is one of the discourse markers. Other discourse markers are well, of course, by the way, obviously, and there will be so many. Okay, right, fine. So these discourse marker, by concluding my lecture, I would like to again reiterate it when these discourse markers are used in informal letter, O-level students, it's alert for you. It's used for speech, it's used in speech, and it is used in our daily conversation. That's it for today. Thank you very much.